Hi guys, WineTuber here, and in today's video we're going to talk about the four main differences in between Blanc de Noir and Blanc de Blanc sparkling wine. So, let's get started! Before we start, many thanks to the Corkscrew Wine and Spirit Merchants and Matteo from Classic Drinks for helping me with this video. And if you're watching my channel for the first time, please consider to subscribe. Before I tell you the difference in between Blanc de Noir and Blanc de Blanc, I would like to share with you one more thing, which is the sweetness levels that can be found on the bottle of sparkling wine. There's actually 7 different terms to describe sweetness levels of sparkling wine, but in today's video I'll mention the 5 most common ones, which are: wines labeled as Brut Nature contains less than 3 grams of sugar per liter and they are bone dry. Extra Brut contains less than 6 grams of sugar per liter and they are still very dry. The most common, which is Brut, contains less than 12 grams of sugar per liter. However, the vast majority of sparkling wines contains in between 6 to 8 grams. Extra dry are in fact medium dry and contains in between 12 to 17 grams. Finally, sec are often off-dry in style and contains in between 17 to 32 grams of sugar per liter. There are also demi-sec and doux, but those wines are way too sweet. Fun fact, did you know that Brut champagne was invented by Madame Pommery in 1874? She said, "We want to create champagne as dry as possible, but without harshness." Now let's move on to the main topic, which is the difference in between Blanc de Blanc and Blanc de Noir. Wines labeled as Blanc de Blanc in most cases are sparkling and produced only from the white grapes, as Blanc de Blanc means White of Wites. In the Champagne region, Blanc de Blanc style was introduced in 1921 by the Salon House. The vast majority of champagnes labeled as Blanc de Blanc are produced from the Chardonnay grapes only. However, there are 4 other white grapes permitted in the Champagne region, including Arbane, Petit Meslier, Pinot Gris and Pinot Blanc, and in fact all these 5 grapes can be used for the production of Blanc de Blanc champagne. One of the best examples of Blanc de Blanc champagne that is produced from more than one grape variety is called Quator, made by Drapier House. This champagne is a blend of Chardonnay, Arbane, Pinot Blanc and Petit Meslier. If you are looking for Blanc de Blanc champagne that is produced exclusively from the Chardonnay grapes, I highly recommend to try Taittinger Comte de Champagne, Charles Heidsieck Non-Vintage or Bruno Paillard Non-Vintage. All these champagnes are absolutely amazing. The most expensive Blanc de Blanc champagne is called Millésime Extra Brut and is produced by the famous Jacques Chelos. The retail price of this unique champagne produced by using Solera system is only $3,500 per bottle. Blanc de Noir literally means white from blacks, and it's regarding to the white wines produced from the red grapes only. In most cases, wine labeled as Blanc de Noir are sparkling. However, some examples of still wine can be also found on the market, including Akitu from Central Otago in New Zealand, Bodegas Aesir from Catalonia, Spain, or Mael Knuckle Illusion produced in Aar, Germany. However, in today's video I'll focus on sparkling wines only. In the Champagne region, Blanc de Noir wines are produced from 2 grapes only, Pinot Noir and Pinot Menieur. One of the most prestigious Blanc de Noir champagnes are Bollinger Vignes Francaises, Egly-Ouriet Vignes Grand Cru, and finally Krug Clos de Ambonnay, which is in fact the most expensive Blanc de Noir champagne. The current vintage is 2006. and the retail price is slightly over $3,000 per bottle. The second difference in between Blanc de Blanc and Blanc de Noir are the different styles of both wines. Broadly speaking, Blanc de Blanc Champagne or sparkling wine are more citrusy and lighter in style than Blanc de Noir. On the other hand, Blanc de Noir wines often showing red fruit character and a richer structure on the palate. However, please keep in mind that some Blanc de Blanc Champagne can be also creamier and fuller in style, everything depending on the vintage, fermentation method and the length of aging the wine on the lees. Vintage Blanc de Blanc Champagne can be full of baked apples and showing brioche character. On the other hand, non-vintage Blanc de Noir Champagne can be crisp and easy drinking. In some cases, the third difference in between Blanc de Blanc and Blanc de Noir is the color of the wine. Blanc de Blanc Champagne or sparkling wines are always pale in color, which is on the other hand, some Blanc de Noir wines can also display beautiful pink hue. Cheers! Our first wine is Céline Crémant de Bordeaux Blanc de Blanc. Yes, sparkling Bordeaux. This unique wine is a blend of Semillon, Muscadel and Sauvignon Blanc. There's no Chardonnay, as Chardonnay is not permitted in the Bordeaux region. Wine on the nose, it's youthful, quite pronounced, showing aromas of citrus, especially lime and lemon. Also some spring flowers and tropical notes such as mango. On the palate, wine is quite easy drinking, really refreshing, zesty with citrus character and beautiful floral finish. In my opinion, Céline Blanc de Blanc Bordeaux, it's absolutely fantastic example of non-vintage Blanc de Blanc style. My score is 90 points of 100 and the retail price is around $27. Cheers! The second wine is Champagne Drapier Pinot Noir Brut Nature Zero Dosage, and I'm showing you this wine for two main reasons. The first reason I'd like to show you this particular wine is that this wine is labeled as Pinot Noir, not the Blanc de Noir, even if it's made exclusively from the Pinot Noir grapes. I believe that one of the main reasons why this wine is labeled as Pinot Noir is because the producer would like to show respect to this beautiful grape variety. The second reason why I'm showing you Drapier Pinot Noir Brut Nature is the beautiful color of this wine. As I explained earlier, some Blanc de Noir wines can also have beautiful pink hue. But of course, the most important thing is the taste of the wine. On the nose, it's pronounced. There's a lot of things going on in the glass, to be honest. I'm getting some strawberries, cranberries, raspberries, white peaches, and also some brioche character. On the nose, this wine is super complex. On the palate, this wine is even better. What really surprised me that this is Brut Nature, but the wine is still very round, very fruity and stays on the palate for really long time. My score of Drapier Brut Nature Pinot Noir is 92 points of 100 and the retail price is around $60. Cheers! Thank you very much for watching. I believe now you know what is the difference in between Blanc de Blanc and Blanc de Noir. The first difference is the color of the grape, then is the profile of the wine, there is the color of the wine, and finally the taste of the wine. By the way, don't miss out my next video about 5 best Irish whiskey under $100 per bottle. So stay tuned, don't forget to subscribe, and see you next time!